Yeah. Hi out there, I'm Val Frank. I work at Bachman's on Lyndale in the potting bench here. I make beautiful designs for all of you folks to enjoy during the summer. Today I'm going to give you a tutorial on how to make a gorgeous tropical planter for outside on your porch or on your front door, any place you'd like to put it. As you can see, there's a beautiful red mandevilla that I used in the one that I already made to show you. I have two euphorbia plants, and I also have this yellow sedum, coral sedum, and this is going to fill in around the bottom of this gorgeous mandevilla plant and make a big cloud of white flowers in front of the gorgeous red flowers. So anyway, that's what I'm going to show you how to do today. And so let's get started. We're going to start with a mache pot. These are biodegradable. They're made to hold up for a few seasons actually. They're quite durable, but they're also, as I said, biodegradable. We have many different sizes. The size that I chose is a 15-inch in diameter, and it's 10 inches tall. We have many other sizes. If you come to the store and you need an insert like this to put inside of your decorative pots, we have small ones, medium ones, and then we have even larger than this. But we're going to use this size to do the tropical planting today. So I'm going to run back and get my white mandevilla. Hoping this. Okay. There we go. So we're going to start by putting just a little bit of dirt into the pot to prepare, not too much because obviously this is pretty deep already. So you would have your potting soil at home ready to roll, and you'd start with about an inch of soil on the bottom, and then let's take this baby out of here. It's a pretty one, isn't it? Sometimes you have to knock on those to get them out. You have to knock on the pot to loosen it. I think it's a little bit deep in there, so I'm going to put more potting soil in underneath it. Lift it up a little bit. There. Get it to a better height. I want it to be almost equal to the top of the rim of the pot. But that looks good. Now we'll start to fill in around the edges. Once we get the more soil in here, this plant will stand up correctly, and this is the time to really get it positioned the way that you want it to look, straight and centered. I put it in the very back of the pot so that we could fill in the front of the pot with other plants that are going to make it look gorgeous. Okay, now I'm just filling in around the back a little bit. It looks pretty centered. Remember that when you try this at home, to take your tropical plant and look at it from all sides and be sure to decide which side you want showing to the front. Sometimes they're more beautiful. This one has, I felt, the most beautiful array of flowers on this side. But be sure to do that. Okay, I think I have it settled in there in the pot. It's looking gorgeous. Now I'm going to add the other ingredients to this. I have two of these beautiful, they're called diamond frost euphorbias, and they will fill in the whole bottom of this area, similar to the one I pre-potted. They'll be like a cloud of beautiful white blossoms underneath here. So, make a little area on one side. I put these on either side of this. I'm going to put one of these lemon coral sedums in the center front. And so on either side of the lemon coral sedum, I will put the euphorbia. See how easy it is? Once again, you want them to be up high enough that they come up to the rim. So I'm going to need to add a little bit more potting soil to get this one up. There we go. A little bit more potting soil in here too. There we go. Okay, now I'll put this lemon coral sedum in the center. All of these plants love the sun. The sun is very important for the tropical plants. They need it to keep flourishing. So I need more potting soil in the middle. Okay, and this one you definitely want toward the front of your pot so that it hangs over. This will become quite a large display of beautiful sedum, and it'll mix in with the euphorbia gorgeously. So let's start filling in now around these. See how easy this is? It's really simple. I shouldn't tell people how easy my job is. But it is, actually. Plants are very forgiving. And now I have two more coral sedum. To finish this out, this display. And I'm going to put these on the sides. So, as I explained before, what these will do will totally fill in. Not only will they droop over the front, beautifully mounding over the front, mounding over the sides, but they'll also fill in this whole space in front of the beautiful mandevilla. So, actually, these grow quite fast, so this will happen within a couple weeks. So there, one on either side behind the euphorbia, and they will fill in the pot totally. Now, if you wanted to, you could also add other things. Like I found this really gorgeous petunia here, and since this petunia has just got a tiny blush of yellow, I thought it might look really beautiful at the bottom of this pot. So let's give that a try. Let's dig a little hole in here. We people who design and pot, we like to fill in and every little square inch, which can sometimes be too much, but I think this would be beautiful to put right at the base of the mandevilla. The mandevilla is mostly going to be doing its blossoming up here, so why not have another flowering plant? And I thought that this beautiful, it has a slight tint of yellow in the middle of this petunia, but you could actually choose anything that you liked to fill in at the base there. Isn't that gorgeous? Now, You don't have to use white. We have red, as I showed you. We have pink. You also could use, if you wanted a tropical container, you could use the hibiscus plant, which are also gorgeous tropical plants. And you could also, I suggest this lemon coral at the bottom because it'll make such a beautiful skirt. And I also suggest the euphorbia because it'll also just fill in rapidly. While you're and then after you finish planting, of course, you will want to water this thoroughly. That's very important after a transplant to get it to adjust to its new surroundings. And also, I will be feeding it once a week with the Bachman's Mighty Bloom plant food with power for developing the blossoms. It has a high number in the middle. The phosphate number is very high. It's a 10-54-10. And so that really promotes bloom power. And it will keep this blooming for you all season and all the other blooming plants also. You use the scoop inside here, you put it in a gallon of water in your watering can, and it's very simple to use. I would suggest once a week because you want to really give this an extra boost. So, if you have any other questions, come see me in Bachman's in the potting bench, and I would love to help you. I would love to help you design anything that you'd like and pick out plants that you would like to use and tell you how to plant them or how to arrange them. So I'll always be here for you, and come visit us at Bachman's.